Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me or spent your formative years at the mall, then you've come to the right channel. Have you ever gone into your childhood or teenage or adulthood mall and ever wondered, I could have sworn that there was that store there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and go into the history of that mall in your home state. So stay tuned. Every Wednesday, I'll be doing a mall history of the oldest mall in every state in the US. Please subscribe and leave a comment or memory about your time at this mall. Thanks. Plans for the Granite State's first mall-type shopping center was announced in August of 1967. The new mall would be called the Gate City Mall, a single-level facility which would be constructed on 32.6 acres, located 1.5 miles northwest of downtown Nashua. The complex was built north of the freestanding Alexander's Market grocery store that opened for business on March 23, 1966. A one-level, 80,000 square foot Woolco discount mart was the mall's first operational store. It opened as the first Woolco in New England on October 9, 1968. Woolco was joined by a single-level, 75,000 square foot Almies department store, which was dedicated on February 26, 1969. By this time, the name of the complex had been changed to Nashua Mall. The center encompassed approximately 225,000 leasable square feet and housed an initial 26 stores and services. It would eventually grow to be 31. Promoted as a new experience in shopping, Nashua Mall featured a fully enclosed shopping concourse complete with tropical plantings and shrubs, seating areas, and 3 fountains. Mall tenants included CVS, Fields Hosiery, Rooks, Morse Shoes, Castro Convertibles, Fannie Farmer Candies, an Anderson Little Factory showroom, and Cherry Web and Terrain Specialty Store. The area surrounding the Alexander's Market was developed as Nashua Plaza, an open-air strip center located on the mall premises. A Child's World toy store began business on May 3, 1971. Other stores included Beacon Way Fabrics, Mr. Bianchi's Restaurant and Pub, Nature Food Center, and Town & Country Pharmacy. Montgomery Ward opened a single-level, 95,000 square foot Shadow Anchor store in the southwestern periphery of Nashua Plaza on August 23, 1972. At the time, the store was the chain's largest New England location. The General Cinema Corporation Nashua Mall, Cinema 1 and 2, was built as a freestanding structure in the northeastern periphery of the mall. The theater showed its first features on March 31, 1972. It was expanded into the Nashua Mall Cinema 1, 2, 3, and 4 in 1979, became a Canard Cinemas venue in 1992, and a Hoyt's Theater operation in 1997. During the early years, the only commercial competitor was Royal Ridge Mall, which was dedicated in May of 1974. The super-regional Pheasant Lane Mall in 1986 held its grand opening in July of 1986. In January of 1983, Woolco closed, along with the entire chain. It reopened as Bradley's Discount Mart on May 5, 1983. In May of 1987, Almies closed. In October of 1987, the store reopened as a Burlington coat factory. In the plaza, the Alexander's Supermarket was rebranded as a Maine-based Hannaford in 1991. A new Hannaford store was built nearby in the mid-1990s. In 1997, Montgomery Ward's closed. Ames would move into the vacant building. In December of 2000, Bradley's closed. Nashua Mall was substantially dead by this time. A redevelopment, which would take several years to complete, got underway with the demolition of the Woolco Bradley structure in 2001. It was replaced by a single-level 93,000 square foot Kohl's, which was dedicated on April 7, 2002. By this time, the inline stores had relocated into the north end of the mall. The southern half adjacent to the Burlington Coat Factory was razed in March of 2002. A single-level 50,000 square foot Christmas Tree Shops was constructed, which debuted on August 29th. The exterior of the mall got remodeled, and there were only 14 stores left inside. Meanwhile, the old Nashua Plaza structure had been demolished and replaced by a single-level 116,000 square foot Home Depot. This store held its grand opening on July 25, 2002. In 2002, Ames closed. A 17,000 square foot strip center was built on the west side of the remaining North Mall structure. When it was finished, mall tenants such as Hallmark and Radio Shack relocated. The northern section of the old mall was then bulldozed. It was replaced by a 37,000 square foot Babies R Us and a 13,000 square foot LL Bean. These opened in September and October of 2004. The freestanding cinema at the opposite end of the mall site had closed in March of 2003. It was demolished and replaced by a Wendy's and a Bugaboo Creek Steakhouse restaurant. The southern half of the building was refitted with a Chunky's Cinema and Pub, which opened in January of 2007. Bugaboo Creek Steakhouse closed in 2016, followed in 2018 by Babies R Us, which closed its doors following the bankruptcy of Toys R Us. In 2022, Nashua Mall is still structurally the same as it was immediately after the early 2000s demalling. Only a few nameplates still have changed. The shopping center proper covers approximately 258,000 leasable square feet with 13 tenants and 10 out-parcel businesses. In August of 2023, Christmas Tree Shops closed its doors after the company's bankruptcy. What do you remember about this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.